Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic:
what is, objectively, the worst song lyrics ever made? Jailbait by Ted Nugent deserves a mention. Well, I don't care if you're just 13. You look too good to be true. I just know that you're probably clean. There's one lil thing I got do to you. Opening square bracket ... closing square bracket. She's young, she's tender. Won't you please surrender? She's so fine, she's mine. All the time, all mine. It's all right, baby. It's quite all right, I asked your mama. Wait a minute, officer. Don't put those handcuffs on me. Put them on her and I'll share her with you. What the actual fuck? And the song after that on the album is literally called I'm a Predator. This MF hiding in plain sight. Holy fuck, what did I just read? Ding ding, we have a winner. I met Ted Nugent when I was a kid and he literally sexually assaulted me in front of my dad. 'Twas at the Norvey Expo Center, me, for some hunting expo thing, and Ted Nugent was signing autographs. I was with my dad looking at bows and we just figured since we were there, might as well get an autograph. When I got up to him, he licked my fucking hand. Like from the tip of my finger to my wrist. In front of my dad. The look on my dad's face went from laughing and joking around to saying, "Sweetie, feel free to kick that man in the balls," in a very serious tone. I was too scared to do anything. I thought I was in trouble or something, because while it was gross, I didn't understand that it was actually sexual. Because I was 8. Ted Nugent literally responded, to my fucking dad, "You gotta hit him, before the hair does, you know what I'm saying, haha." I didn't know what this meant, but figured it out after asking my older brother later. Lol, my dad gave me a thorough lessons on self-defense for years after that. So yeah, fuck Ted Nugent. He saw an 8-year-old and decided that's what he's gonna do. In public, I don't wanna know what he's done in private. Your dad showed a remarkable amount of restraint if he didn't beat Nugent to a bloody pulp right then and there. JFC, Ted Nugent should be gulagged for these song lyrics, let alone all the other shit he gets up to. Put Molly all in her champagne, she ain't even know it, I took her home and I enjoyed that, she ain't even know it, Rick Ross. Rick Ross even got in trouble for that line, as the clothing company Reebok cut ties with him over it. Understandable. The song name is UOENO. By the way, closing parenthesis. Is that supposed to be a phoneme for, you don't even know? I like them underage. See, you say that it's statutory, but I say that it's mandatory, Kid Rock. First time I heard that song I was pretty shocked that was just a thing he said. The fact that it was a song from the Osmosis Jones soundtrack is the genuinely unbelievable part to me. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for this shit you just suggested. The hard part. 6, Drake. There is no quicker way for people to think that you are diddling kids than by writing a song about it. My, not involved in human trafficking, shirt is raising a lot of questions already answered by my shirt. That's not entirely true. Frank Reynolds sang a whole song about not diddling kids and I fully believe him. When you meant to send it as a DM but accidentally posted it where the public can see. Drake try not to make terrible bars challenge, impossible. Drake's ghostwriters. I don't even understand what this is supposed to mean, being famous automatically precludes you from being a pedophile. Makes no sense, there are obviously plenty of famous pedophiles. And him arguing he'd have been arrested by now, but he literally has more privilege than all of us in the justice system. Her body smoking. Bet she die from cancer. Tommy Wiseau has a rap career. You are tearing me apart, Lisa. This is unfortunately a bar. You're so gangster, I'm so thug. You're the only one I'm dreaming of. Hey soul sister, train. Same song, my heart is bound to beat right out of my untrimmed chest, just unnecessary. I fucking hate this line. Searched this thread specifically for it and I'm annoyed it's so low. Crane sucks. I don't think any woman earnestly called her soul sister has been caught listening to Mr. I always assumed it was just Mr., as in literally any male artist but without dropping an actual name. Till Mr. is a band. Shit on her tits. It's time to poopy on her boobies. Quote. Also, I got her in the back of the coupe, hit it so hard make that pussy poop. We need another plague. Yeah, right, picture that with a Kodak. And, better yet, go to Times Square. Take a picture of me with a Kodak. Pitbull is the gift that keeps on giving. I'm still Facebook friends with the Kodiak Walmart and bless his heart for taking art trolling like a champ and going there for the concert. Pitbull may have misses with lyrics, but he's a great person for sending his private jet packed with emergency supplies to Puerto Rico when it was devastated by flooding. Went from negative to positive. I just want y'all to know that. I've heard this song so many times and I just right now realized that Negative was still talking about camera film. Was that lyric actually kind of witty or am I just dumb? The internet trolled him to go to Kodiak, Alaska when they voted the Walmart there in a contest where to send him, and him being a sport actually went to Kodiak. Easy, my new bitch yellow, she blow that dick like a cello. Lil Yakty, peekaboo. Racism and factual inaccuracy, it's perfect. It got even funnier when he tried to blame his A&R and said, I thought Squidward played the cello. That's a flute. Quote, Squidward played the clarinet. That's the trifecta. Okay, let's stop for a second. Before you come at me, I'ma let you know. I'ma blame my A&R. Because he listened to that song many times and he allowed me to say that. I guess for a second, I thought a cello was a woodwind instrument and it is not. And nobody ever said shit. Nobody ever pulled up a pick and said, hey man, I don't know if you know what this is, but it ain't that. I fucked up. I thought Squidward played the cello. He don't. That's a flute. I fucked up, but it do sound good. This explanation is so good and only made better by the fact that Squidward does not play the flute. IDK if it's the worst, but it's definitely the funniest. There are worse for sure, but I cringe whenever I hear this one from Faith Hill and Tim McGraw. So I need you, like a needle needs a vein. Like my Uncle Joe in Oklahoma needs the rain. Haha yes, fields, crops, nah, Uncle Joe. It's like they don't know the perfect country and western song was already written decades ago. I'm afraid of the dark. Especially when I'm in a park. And there's no one else around. Ooh, I get the shivers. I don't want to see a ghost. It's a sight that I fear most. I'd rather have a piece of toast. And watch the evening news. Me and a friend were baffled by how bad this was when it came out. She was 12 and I was 13. Apparently it's Desiree's biggest hit, although that could be due to its popularity in non-English speaking countries. Its popularity in non-English speaking countries. It's often played in Italy. I was too young when it came out, but it's still well remembered. It sure helps the song's reputation when the audiences don't understand the lyrics lol. Desiree with her unbelievable voice somehow thought this absolute brain fart of a verse was worthy of her talent. This is also the first thing that springs to mind when I'm asked about awful lyrics. I think the chorus is also a crime because it's like she wanted to say something about life but came up with, life oh life, whoa whoa oh life do 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 do. The doot always seals it for me. I honestly kinda like this song, but mowing the lawn, mowing the lawn, mowing the lawn, mowing the lawn. Lawnmower, Lemon Demon. Don't know the song, but I'm singing it like Judas Priest's Breaking the Law. Two trucks having sex, honk, my muscles, involuntary flex. Two pickup trucks, making love, American made, built Ford tough. Two beautiful murder machines, American angels in the sky. Grown men cry, God bless Lemon Demon. You think you the shit? You ain't even the fart. Oh, I don't know, this is kinda good. This is, in fact, the best lyric. They said worst lyrics, not greatest. I'm the shit, I'm fartin'. IDK how to potty. Chew tobacco, spit. By the lyrical genius Blake Shelton. Blake Shelton also said he never chewed tobacco in his life and thinks it's a disgusting habit. Which, it is, even though I dip. Kanye West, I keep it 300, like the Romans. Jesus H. Christ. If you're throwing in Kanye then you got a list, poopity scoop, even though it's gotta be a joke. That was an intentionally garbage song that used a beat that Drake really wanted to use for the sole purpose making it unavailable to him. Pretty incredible levels of petty IMO, but I actually love it given what's come to light about Drake recently. More of a dig at Drake than a joke. You're never gonna find an objective worst lyric ever, but I will nominate one I always think of. Eminem, Love the Way You Lie. Now you get to watch her leave out the window, guess that's why they call it window pane. Such a dad joke for what is supposed to be a serious song lol. Recovery has a whole wealth of lines like this. The most egregious example I can currently think of is, you will never catch up to this energy I mustered. LMAO, I can't hate him too much, but man, he's got some incredibly corny bars. Deleted. People need to learn to distinguish between most offensive and worst, because they are not the same. Okay, but I love dad jokes, this is hilarious. She's only 17. Daddy says she's too young, but she's old enough for me. Winger. No, daddy's got a point there. My untrimmed chest. Bonus round. I'm so gangster, I'm so thug. I was a little surprised that Train wasn't higher up in here. Their legacy of terrible, bizarre lyrics is something to behold. Just a shy guy looking for a 2-ply hefty bag to hold my love. Can you imagine no first dance, freeze-dried romance? 5-hour phone conversation, the best soy latte that you ever had, and me. Her daddy wrestles alligators. Mama works on carburetors. Her brother is a fine mediator for the president. Slipped down to Mexico, started messin' with her yellow afro. Slipped down behind the sheets, started talking 'bout Pistol Pete. Slipped down to the African, started talking 'bout what she can do. I'm a fan of some Train songs, I can't even lie. But his choice of lyrics has always been questionable and confusing, and it's only gotten worse over time. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Then 10 racks on a new chain speaking head double exclamation mark. My bit loved a cocaine. Blurred Lines has some contenders. People love to put all the blame for that on Robin Thicke, but let's not pretend Pharrell didn't have a major share in that shit too. Pharrell most likely wrote 100% of the song TBH. Personally, I never understood the rapey vibe people said it had. If you actually listen to the lyrics, it's pretty obvious the line is cheating, not date raping. I'm surprised that I had to scroll so far before Blurred Lines was mentioned. What rhymes with hug me? Quote, that's a great line TBH. Like yeah, it's dumb, but that's the point. Drug me.